Another thing that I just updated or just did a little mod on this cube. This is the RS3M V5 standard. Originally what I had done is I took the blue compression cups that you can buy if you want to do like a swap out for the purple ones, or if you just want to add them. Like, I added them to this cube, and a lot of people asked, you know, are you able to do that? Because the standard doesn't have, you know, the teeth, the tooth, how do you say that? The little teeth, I guess it would be the best way to, the teeth carved into the little ring around it. I think it's called toothed, but yeah, it's not, doesn't have the little teeth marks where the cup would like click into place. So essentially it just sits at the most compressed setting, plus you don't know if that cup is the same distance or the same depth or whatever. So I just had a feeling it was making it way too compressed. So I took them back out, but I left the Maglev in, because the only reason I was using them really was because they are the perfect size to hold the Maglev in place. But here is just a little tip. You can put Maglev into your standard. I had someone ask me this in the comments. They said, are there the teeth on there to make the compression cups work and whatnot? And is that gonna work? And I told them, yes, you can absolutely put them in, which you can, but it made it so compressed that it wasn't really that enjoyable, where all I did was take those compression cups out and I just tried the Maglev in there anyways. And you can see the Maglev stays pretty, even though they're repelling magnets, they stay pretty well centered. Let's check another side. Because I was paying attention to that. I was like, is it going to get off-centered, and is the magnetism not going to be even on each side? But if you look, each side, the magnet is very well centered, and they stay like right above each other. So, and I've been cubing on this for like an hour now. So, and I just popped those open and they seem to be right in place. So yeah, if you want to, you can definitely add Maglev to a standard, and you can achieve, because I also had someone ask in the live stream about they just weren't happy with their RS3M V5 and they were curious, the ball core UV version actually, they were curious if adding springs or taking the Maglev out and adding springs and whatnot would help. And personally, I don't think so. I think that it would be yeah, I don't think it would be desirable. I don't think the Maglev is the issue for a lot of people. I think the Maglev is actually, people don't realize it creates a very snappy, like, corner cutting, but it can literally also corner cut from anywhere, this cube. Like, that's double line right there. And here's one line, here's 45, 2 lines. I mean, so it'll snap, it'll corner cut from anywhere. It's just a little snappy, but it's because you get that really, I've said this in other videos, it's the way magnets work as they get closer, they compress more and more, and so they want to push back, where those springs, they can get worn out. They can just be light springs, and maybe they don't push that hard, and they essentially would work on the same principles. The more compressed they get, the more spring they should have loaded up in them. But again, these are pretty weak springs, and magnets, I just feel like, have a better chance of holding up over time. Plus, like, they just don't, you can, I've said this before, you can compress or tighten. Okay, and I don't have compression now, I always have tension. So I can tighten the tension on this, and you can see, so like, it's actually pretty loose. It's nice and wide open. That's probably like the perfect tension, actually. Yeah, that feels amazing. So that was just a little tip, a little hack if you want to you know, make an RS3M V5 and if you're not happy, because I've gotten a few people say that they're not happy with their RS3M V5, especially the ball core UV version. One person said theirs was slow and sluggish, and I didn't quite know what to say because mine are lightning fast. But again, if you're having any problems with it, you definitely don't want to put springs in if it's too slow already. But sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm just trying to troubleshoot these questions I've been getting in, as I'm going here. But yeah, anyways, I just want to say you can add Maglev to a cube that doesn't have the compression cups to hold them perfectly in place. That was my worry, is that they were just going to kind of slide out of alignment or whatever. But also, I will point out this. Actually, let me take this one out real quick, because this is really why it works, is because I didn't think of this until I had, so if you look inside the cube, there's the ring, or that little, like where the screw the post is, the Maglev magnet fits perfectly around it. So even though you don't have the compression cup to hold it in place, you have that holding it where it's not going to shift. And so essentially, all you have to worry about is the top magnet staying somewhat aligned, and with it being metal and being attracted to the screw, and also it just seems to want to stay right above that repelling magnet. So between the two, they seem to do just fine. Yeah, so that's just my opinion and whatnot. Hopefully that all works out for you as well. But like I said, I've given it an actual shot now, and I can tell you that this is something that for sure works. You know, if you're wondering or contemplating maybe buying the Maglev kit, but weren't sure if it was actually going to work out, like, now you can know that this is a worthwhile venture. It's a little too tight, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's something that there's a lot of customization, or a lot of customizability, I guess is the word, with these cubes, and especially the RS3M V5. I found, or any of the standard cubes, really, like if you want to add Maglev, if you want to increase magnet strength, if you want to, if you want to change the feel, there's plenty of ways. I mean, even down to adding your own UV coating if you really want. But yeah, so I think that's it for right now. But if I can think of anything else on the topic, that was just a little update. I might even chop that and make it its own video, since it's kind of a specific thing. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that that is a viable option, because I honestly didn't think that would work. And you know, you might not take that risk on buying the magnets if you don't think it's going to work. But I can tell you, like I said, that the cube is set up where the magnet fits right around that post, and everything seems to stay right in place. Let's check one more edge, or one more side, just to see how well, how well that magnet, so same thing. Magnet is perfectly centered. I really expected them to kind of slide or shift a little bit and just be like off. And I was worried again that was going to create less magnetism on some sides, so where some sides would feel, you know, less tension than the other. But it's actually, everything feels very even and consistent and good. So yeah, I would say go for it if you're thinking about it. And if not, if you're just watching this for fun, then hopefully this was a help. So you guys have a great night, and take care.